Hi YouTube, so today I'm going to be coming to you all with a brow tutorial on how I fill in and do my own brows. Okay, so the things you need to do your eyebrow is your favorite eyebrow pencil. Mine is LA Colors eyeliner, eye pencil, and dark brown. You will need a angle brush if you plan on filling it in with a powder. I use a clean color powder in black if I'm trying to get this really dramatic brow. I use my brow powder and my pencil. You need to use your favorite concealer. Mine is Pro Conceal and this is in Espresso. If you have to arch them, you need a brow razor. I prefer to use the smaller ones you can get right there in your arch. Very good. And if you're using a pencil, you will need a eyebrow sharpener. Okay, so the first thing I do when I'm doing my eyebrows is to make sure the surface is really clean. So you want to get some tissue, a cotton ball or something, and some alcohol to clean it off. Clean off all the excess, like anything that might be on there. You just want to go ahead and clean it off. And a tip is if you ever arch your eyebrows, make sure you clean them with alcohol afterwards to prevent any bacterial from getting into it. Okay? Oh, and the last thing you will need it makes it a lot easier to use eyebrow comb and brush. So the first step I do is to take my eyebrow comb and brush my eyebrows into place as I would like them to be. Once I arch them, once I get the shape I would like, I take my eyebrow pencil, LA Colors. Since it's a little dull, use my pencil sharpener to sharpen it on up before I decide to do this. It's always best to use a sharp pencil. Never use a dull because you'll never be able to get the lines that you would like. So what I do is first I go under the brow with the pencil because I don't do much filling in on my eyebrows. I just use it for the shape. And then I go to the front and I fill in. I like my front part to extend a little bit. Most people like to start where this is, but I like to extend mine out a little more. So I'm just going to fill it in like that. Okay. So once you do this, it's not going to be 100% perfect. No one has perfect, they don't draw perfect eyebrows. Not the first time. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of powder to it. Not too much because I don't want it to be harsh, but just a little bit. So I'm going to take my angled brush and my powder. You're going to dip it in just a little bit. Get a little bit on your brush. You don't want too much. And right here in the front, I'm just going to add a little bit because I'm going to blend it all together with my spoolie. A spoolie is also essential when doing your brows because you want to get everything together and just want to mix everything so it comes out really good. The part that you really want to do is right here in the front. You don't want any harsh lines because as you see on your natural eyebrow, right here you don't have much hair. So in order to make your eyebrows look as natural as possible, you want to use your spoolie to blend out that harsh line in the front. So I just take the front end of my spoolie and I just blend it out. Blend it out. And then I blend everything in, going straight with the natural brow process. Okay, so once I kind of blended everything together to the point where I'm satisfied, you are going to take, I'm going to take my homemade concealer brush that I made out of one of my old nail brushes, and I'm going to take my concealer in cappuccino, and I'm going to clean up the edges that I don't like. So this is the type of top that mine has. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush. You really don't need a lot. So a little bit goes a long way. So I usually take a little bit and dap it right there, and then put the rest up under my arch, because this one is going to last, going to go a long while. So you take it up under to define your shape the way that you would like. Get a little bit more on my brush. You're going to put a little bit more on your brush. And don't be afraid to use a lot. I personally don't. I use the most up under my arch, so I can define it exactly the way I would like it to look. And I use a lot on my tail, so I can make it as sharp as possible. I don't really use much on the top. I just really just go up to outline it, but I don't use much concealer on the top. A lot of other people do, but personally I don't. And then you can use a little bit in the front. So after I've done that, I usually blend down my concealer. Um, a lot of people use a lot of shades lighter than their skin tone. I don't. My concealer actually blends into my skin, so I just take it and I bring it down instead of leaving it in a harsh line. So I take it and I blend it down into my eyes. And if you are going to blend it down, you want to make sure you do that step before you do primer and your eyeshadow base, because it will blend down and it might mess up. So at the top you want to blend it up so it's no harsh lines. And if you do want to go for a more dramatic pop, you can take a highlight, and I'm going to use my L'Oreal Wear Infinite Studios in bronze, and I'm going to take a makeup brush. I'm going to take one of these, and I usually take number 4. That's my highlight color that I always use, but you're welcome to use any color that you would like, and I take it right up under my arch whenever I want to highlight. So take it under my arch, and it looks very good because it's not anything really dramatic, just something to give you a little different pop. So I hope my tutorial helped. See, this is the before. It's not really much right there. And this is the after. Very dramatic, but it looks really nice. You can wear it anytime. So thanks for watching. Bye.